Welcome to Confidently Insecure, where we're absolutely positive we don't know everything.
Absolutely positive?
Absolutely confident we don't know everything.
Absolutely sure.
Absolutely sure we don't know everything.
I'm your host, Kelsey Darragh.
And I'm your backup host, Zach Noe Towers.
Guys, I don't know what happened. Why are we so sexy right now?
Because it's rainy.
Oh, and that makes you feel
rainy makes me horny, which makes me sexy inherently.
How are you?
I'm good.
We've been hanging out already for like 2 hours, so I feel like we're already caught up.
I mean, I think our friendship is a bottomless well of conversation.
Yeah.
So, but I'm good.
Should we tell everyone that we're gonna buy a house together?
Oh my God! Wait, hold on, hold on.
That's the
literally
new
this is the update as of 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Kelsey and I both dream of owning property
in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles, yes, which is not the cheapest place to start.
No.
But there's a whole thing about like your primary residence.
Yes.
So if I were to buy a place in St. Louis, I could get in trouble if I weren't living there.
Correct.
Which means I think it means 6 months and a day. You have to
Yes.
live there. And I can't do that in St. Louis. No offense, Mom, who might be listening. But that would be us in LA. Like we live here.
And everyone knows about DINK, dual income, no kids, and we're Dink Wads.
Dink Wad.
Dual income, no kids with a dog. And I always talk about how it would be so great to just have that second income that I used to have in a relationship.
Sure.
To buy a house. And Zach was like, what if? And I said, we buy a house together.
Kelsey definitely said it first.
And
I did confirm that I literally thought about it like 2 days ago.
Because I've been looking, whatever, this episode is not about buying a home together, but it could be. And to get that DINK lifestyle again, but then own property and start earning equity in a home in Los Angeles.
It is very attractive. It's a deal with the devil though, because at our tax bracket, we're not gonna get the house in the neighborhood we probably want.
Just so everyone knows, the place that's being like gentrified and coming up is like the Crenshaw Inglewood area, and you can't get a nice home for less than $750.
Yeah, that's like a generous.
Yeah.
But I do like this idea. Like we said before too, we both had our credit checked as far as like getting pre-approved. It's scary.
Yeah, we're fantastically sound in our money.
But it's just scary, like the concept of, like gather your assets
and wealth.
What are you worth? What can you show? This is the other thing. Zach, how do you prove that you're going to make enough money moving forward?
Your taxes.
Oh.
So like for the lender I spoke to, who is the guy that like gives you the loan from the bank to buy a place and approves you for how much you can afford, was like, I would have to look at your business and your personal, because with people that are independent contractors, he's like, we do this all the time. It never looks like you guys write off everything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like you make money. So it's a catch-22 where you want to look like you have a lot of income.
Right.
But you also don't, because then you don't have to pay more taxes. So he's like, we'd have to figure out, what
really
that
look
looks like. Yeah.
And see how much of a little liar you are.
Yeah. And see how much my guy can bump a little here, move a little
there.
I
think it's so funny too that we've now talked about this as the opening of this podcast. So we're going to go like the hardest.
We're about to take the hardest right turn.
Because in the opposite of being stressed out of your mind, trying to afford rent and getting loans and like talking to financiers.
Good segue, baby.
We are going to talk about wacky wellness.
Wellness.
Not wacky wellness.
No, wacky wellness.
Okay. But you're talking about something very rooted in not whack.
It's absolutely whack. In that it's crazy. Like, look, we've done a million episodes on this podcast about self-care. We've done stuff about meditation. We've done microdosing. And I was like, what if we just go all the way into like shit that you can try that is absolutely out there, that's not your regular ass bubble bath self-care Sunday stuff. And I'm going to speak a little bit about some stuff I've been doing. Zach has some fun stuff to talk about. But we are just in that era of like, we're kind of coming back out of COVID. People, even though it's very much still a thing, people are like, I want to go back out in the world. People are going back to work. And I was like, how can we still keep this vibe of wellness rooted in our lives as a routine?
Oh, sure.
What is your current like wellness luxury or wellness wacky that you do?
That's really tough to say because I think everyone considers wacky something different.
Sure.
I will say something that I never thought I would be doing myself these days. If you told me 5 years ago that I'd do this, I'd be like, that's so stupid. A God box.
What is that?
Where I write all my fears and worries on a piece of paper, fold it up and put it in my God box for God to handle.
Oh, that sounds like some AA shit.
It is. And well, it's like AA doesn't tell you to do it, but it is something I picked up from being an AA.
Is it like the act of writing it down and letting it go powerful for you?
Yeah, I think it is. Anytime you
cool.
put something on paper, I think it like really like puts it in perspective. But I will say the wellness part of it is every like year you open it and you go through them and you literally will laugh at things that you used to be scared of.
That's like looking back in old journal entries, which I did mistakenly this year or this week. And I looked back at like 2019 and I was like, oh my God. The things I was worried about and stressing over. That's why I think journaling is so good. They're like home movies of your life.
I journal too.
Yeah, we love a journal. We did some card pulls this morning.
We did do was that in preparation for this? Kelsey had me pull literally 3 cards from 3 different decks.
Yeah, well, that's not insane. I love doing card pulls. I have a little basket in my downstairs area that I wake up and I go to after I make coffee and feed the dog, where it's my journal, which I just got a new one. It's like a mystic journal. It's got rainbow like holographic pages on the side. It's very cool. Then I do my mantra pull. So I pull from some decks where that have like good slogans and sayings.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll pull from like the feminist cards where it's like you get like a
kill
woman
one
leader.
man
today. And then I'll usually light some incense or something to like set the vibe. I pick a crystal and then I go do my yoga.
What, you have a little sanity basket.
Oh, a sanity basket. What's in your sanity basket? It should be called my insanity basket because that's all insane behaviors that I've adopted.
It's so
as routine.
funny too because like those all do sound like very like they make sense to me, but like someone listening is probably like
rolling their eyes.
Yeah, like oh these wackadoodles
from LA.
You know what I say? People say it's all woo woo.
Yeah,
I love being woo woo.
I love being sciencey woo woo.
I also like being basic
because there is so much truth to the woo-woo.
Yes.
Like mindfulness.
Yes.
There's mantra work. Like all of this shit is proven scientifically to help people in certain ways.
Everything I'm deep in the wellness deep in like manifesting TikTok and like very like your thoughts control your reality. Mm-hmm. And I'm like being given some information that my brain cannot wrap.
What?
It's that like when you're not looking at something, it like doesn't exist.
No. I won't visit that part of TikTok.
It's like literally like the way. Also, there was this psychotic one where if you put an apple in like an airtight box and like you never opened it, that apple over periods of like billions of years would break down and become anything the same size that would fit in that box. It would like become a harmonica at one point.
No.
Because it's like, it's an infinite amount of the way like atoms like collide with each other. You couldn't see it because you couldn't get inside the box, but it would break down. It would turn into mush, and then like that mush would turn into something.
I hate that.
I know.
So much.
I know.
I don't like thinking about alternate realities and like different timelines. I don't like that.
How matter can't be just created or destroyed.
It can only be changed or whatever into something different.
Have we also talked about how like we are the universe looking at itself?
Stop. I'm getting anxiety.
Because we're like iron, calcium. We're all like, we are all parts of
matter.
Yes. And it's like,
we're stardust.
But we have eyes. So we're like, made
seeing
of the
itself.
Universe. Yeah, but we're like looking at
experiencing each other too.
Oh,
see,
it makes me nauseous.
Wacky wellness. Actually, it does make me nauseous too. But that could be your TikTok taught me, your little TikTok taught me section for this week. TikTok taught me that an apple can be a harmonica.
Was that going to be? Don't Google that first of all. And I know if you're smarter than us, which is likely, you were like that actually is not true and it made no sense. Talk to TikTok about it. Talk to TikTok. But also don't Google it.
My TikTok taught me is this could be seen as something wellnessy, wacky. This genre, this area of TikTok that I fell into has brought me so much joy that I like actively seek it out now. But there is a thing called West Coast swing dancing. That
Wait, what makes it West Coast? Do they have avocados on them?
Yep. And you got to wear Bloods or Crips. It's very...
Wow.
Yeah. And it's two people who maybe I've met before, but they're matched together anonymously as dance partners.
This is the guy one.
And then the song they get, they also don't know. And then they dance. They do a swing dance together.
I saw a guy and a guy one. And it was so good. They were like flirting and like fucking like dancing up on each other.
And you, first of all, you like don't. It takes a while for you to understand that this is improvised.
Yeah,
you're like, there's no way. And then once you're like, oh my God, they're just that good at dancing. Then you start to understand the chemistry between people
and how it can be.
The
so good.
Song makes all the difference, and they're competitions. So when I tell you West Coast swing dancing on TikTok, go right now and just watch some of those videos. It'll make you believe in love. It'll make you believe in love, and it will cure your depression.
Also, I think Dance Moms just hit HBO Max or something.
Never seen it.
Never. Oh my God!
I had one of the girls in my acting class. Chloe Luziak.
Oh, Chloe,
I can't remember her name.
Maddie Ziegler is from there.
Oh, I know that. Sia's
Jojo Siwa.
I know they all come from this. I never watched it.
Dude, we're gonna watch a couple episodes, I think.
Okay, we have a lot of watching to do because it's so rainy.
Wait, I have another TikTok topic.
Oh my God, tell me.
Is that okay?
Yes, of course. That's what this section is for.
That like school is a complete scam.
Oh, okay. Go on.
It's that. I think it was, oh God, don't Google this.
Don't.
Ford or something put a bunch of research into how do you make like people your workers? And they were like, you have to get them on a schedule of like 9 to 5. And then they're like, okay, so how do we get people used to that? School was like basically invented.
Stop.
And then they're like, well, what do we teach them? It's like, if it's 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. And they go, we'll teach them everything about nothing. Like you just get a little bit. And it's literally to train you to partake in like capitalism. And be like, I'm used to this.
Screaming. I've always said this, but if I ever have kids, they're going to school in the woods. They're going to school in a fairy tree house.
I'm going to make my kids watch TikTok.
Yes.
That's it. I mean, like, did you watch your TikToks? What'd you learn?
My God.
What did you want to learn today?
See, I like those schools where they ask that. I think they're called like Montessori schools, but they're like, what do you want to do today? And someone will be like, astronaut stuff. And like, great, we're all doing astronaut stuff.
Great. They drop a pen and like, what just happened?
I retained absolutely nothing. Not a single thing. Even from college. Well, my arts college that I went to, I retained a lot. But like my college classes, my computer sciences and shit, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The fact that we were graded on like the Pythagorean theorem.
The Pythagorean theorem.
The Faggy theorem.
The Thackeray-Binks
theorem is a bunch of hocus pocus.
And it like determined our fucking futures.
I know.
You were put into classes to be like, this guy will be the best at this type of capitalism.
Yeah.
Go into the workforce at this stage of helping society be fucked.
It's so...
Don't go to school, guys.
Don't go to school. If you are paying to go to school right now...
Scammed.
Stop
it. Go to TikTok Academy.
Seriously.
Okay. Also, this is not a TikTok taught me, but I was like, wait, how did we not discuss this? And we absolutely must. Your ex-boyfriend took my current partner to his first gay bathhouse.
They went to Century Spa?
Yes. Tell the listeners what Century Spa is.
Okay, Century Spa is a giant Korean spa that I've only been like 4 times in my life. But they also have like
4 orgies.
They also have like a driving range.
Yeah.
And they have like a gym and they have like a cafe. You can spend the whole day there.
Oh yeah, you go in the sauna room, you go in the steam baths.
And I think it's $25 to get in.
Yeah.
But you can get services. I've had like a salt scrub there that was great. They do milk baths.
Which is not getting milked?
No.
Okay.
No, that's what you do after the
see.
service. But it is a lot of like spa features. There's like a salt room. an assault room.
That's not
just
funny.
Beat the shit out of you.
This falls under our wacky wellness, is going to like a crazy all day Korean spa.
Totally.
That is really good for your wellness.
Giant like warm hot tubs. Then they have a freezing cold plunge.
Yep.
They have a really hot place. They have like a rainforest room where it's like
dewy and
like drippy.
Yeah.
They have a frozen room that has like chairs in it and it's like icy everywhere. It is a lovely spot, and it's literally half old Korean men and then half like all hot gay guys.
Yes.
Yeah, because it is just men on the side that you go to. And they have like an outdoor patio area that they put a bell on the door. So if people were jerking, the bell would ding and they could like cover.
Shut
I don't think management would tell you that's why it's there, but like that's why it's
there. For sure management wouldn't tell you that's why it's there.
Yeah.
So it's like gay Disneyland in a way for adults. Wacky wellness, gay Disneyland. Because you're going there. The understanding whenever my gay male friends talk about Century Spa is like you're going to hook up with a stranger in the steam room.
So as someone who's been there 4 times, I've never hooked up with anyone there.
But were you jerking it?
It is so hot. Mm-hmm. Because like even the showers are kind of like out. Mm-hmm. So you're just like seeing a lot of bodies, a lot of dicks. You are seeing activity. Like the steam room will fill and you'll hear.
Yes. Or like.
Yeah. Clapping cheeks.
Yes.
But
so this is your ex-boyfriend who is a gay man and took my current partner, Sir, who is a bisexual man, to his first gay spa experience. And he said your ex-boyfriend's dick
is very big.
Is huge.
Yeah, it is. It sent 2 men to the hospital.
Oh, what?
Yeah. We never had anal.
Because it's too big.
I mean, I never really attempted it. My sex drive has been low.
Right, because of antidepressants.
He also comes boatloads. Like that's Bellagio fountain.
That, I like some, but not, I don't want to be hit in the eye.
This is the thing. Big loads are very cool in theory.
In a safe space.
Sure, in a place you can hose down.
Yeah, not in a car.
But not in on your sheets.
Clean bed.
It hit the wall.
Yeah.
It's in my hair.
Yeah, no thanks.
There's gloops you're finding later.
In your belly button. You're like, where'd that pool come from? That little jacuzzi station.
So it's like in porn and like on the beach or whatever. You're like, hot. Beach. But like, I don't know. I was trying to think of a place where salty substances wouldn't be like a big deal.
Where it's accepted.
But it's like
I guess fish are just coming all the time in the ocean.
Fish are doing everything in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get in there. Actually, that's not why I don't get in there, but it's another reason to not get in there.
Okay, that sounds like a different episode to dive into your fears.
But do bathhouses and spas kind of like are inherently like kind of a sexual place?
No, so you're wrong for sure.
Okay.
No one goes to a spa thinking you're gonna fuck unless you're a gay man in West Hollywood that understands that's the culture here.
To be fair, straight guys do it too.
Women for sure don't. This is definitely a men's thing.
Okay.
But like I've been to spas where it's like, oh wow, okay, this could be sexy. But like they split you up into gender so often that it's kind of like, ugh.
But you and another bi or queer girl have never like made eyes. There's an episode of Girls, I think, where she gets like jerked off by a girl in a.
I did get not with my consent fingered at a spa during a massage at
Kelsey.
a spa right down the street. It's never bothered me. I'm fine about it. But I just remember being like, oh my God. And I thought at first maybe she didn't realize she was doing it. But you know when you stick your fingers in someone's vagina.
I would like to think I would.
So your ex took Sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, like, first of all, his ding-a-ling was huge. And then also that, like, some guy was getting skull fucked right next to him. And then.
In the steam room.
Yeah. And they were just like, oh, wow. And then Sir left to come spend the night here. And your ex was like, I think I'm going to go back inside. And, like, went back in.
Of course. He loves Century Spa.
Yeah.
I actually, like, the owner is a gay guy. And he gave me some free passes. And I meant to give them to my ex. And I guess this is a sign from the universe that I'm supposed to.
I think you need to go, actually. I'll go with you.
We wouldn't be together.
That's the point.
Yeah. Okay.
So wacky wellness. Go try a gay, queer Korean spa. Why don't you?
Sure.
The switching into today's topic.
Yeah.
I would like to tell you about my wacky wellness, which is called CAP or kundalini activation process.
I thought it was kundalini, and I think people are going to be offended that you're referring to it as wacky.
When you hear what it is, you'll be shutting way the fuck up.
Okay.
So Hannah, our producer, wrote for us to explain that kundalini activation is great for removing both emotional and physical blocks. It leads to an energetic freeing of space while also raising your vibration and helping to dissipate negative thought forms, feelings, and belief. It can also sometimes release unprocessed emotions, ultimately safely, but a powerful transmission. And it can also help remove lower forms of depression and negative feelings. It may feel euphoric, open up psychic messages, hallucinations, and sometimes involuntary body movements. So CAP is the direct energy transmission that helps in the activation of the kundalini awakening process. When your kundalini is stagnant or unawakened, the energy is thought to remain coiled at the base of the spine where it originates. When the kundalini is awakened and the person who experiences it becomes conscious, the energy moves upward and activates each of the 7 main chakras. Many people experience it as something therapeutic and consider it to be a cathartic experience. It is also thought of as a process that allows them to have deep insights and realizations about themselves and their lives.
That doesn't sound wacky.
Do you understand what it is, though?
It's like awakening energy in your spine.
But like physically, what is it?
I didn't say that.
Okay, exactly. It sounds crazy. So my experience with CAP, as I will now refer to it, because there is Kundalini yoga, which is like a different type of movement. I had a girl that I slept with. Shout out to me. She's very hot, very attractive. She's into weird wellness stuff like me. She was like, you have to come try this. And she showed me a YouTube video of what it was. And I think there was an episode of the Goop series on Netflix where they did an episode of this.
Okay.
Where it was like a guy standing over a woman.
Oh,
and
doing this?
Yes. And like waving his hands and like twisting his face. Basically like all these crazy mimed improv movements, not actually touching the woman. Right. And she looked like she was being possessed by like an orgasm / like dance trance. And like her body is twitching and moving and she's...
Was she having a seizure?
And it looks like a seizure. And the guy it looks like he's playing her like an instrument, but he's not touching her. He's just standing over her and he would go like this and she would like twist more and her hand would fly up. And I was like, this looks... batshit insane. It looks fake. It looks stupid. It's
no. But
silly.
then
so the girl was like, you should come with me to one. It's at a studio in North Hollywood. It's like $50 for like 3 hours. And
what?
I was like,
wait, someone does hand stuff over you for 3 hours?
I'm gonna tell you. Also, doing hand stuff over me for 3 hours sounds like a very good time. I would pay $50 for easily. I'd pay $50 an hour. So, of course, I was like, sir, do you want to come too? Because he's into the weird wellness stuff and he's also met her. So it was like we all did a...
Were you trying to get a threesome going? Had you already?
We definitely all 3 hooked up in a sauna plunge recently.
So you are fucking in spas.
Drag me.
No, but this made me feel first so of all perverted.
This was not a spa. And... the intention of this place is certainly not to be fucking in it.
Okay.
It's a sauna plunge. It's supposed to be like a workout.
Wow. Yeah, you got worked out.
So, yeah, we did. We go to this thing. You bring a yoga mat and you wear clothes like sweats, something comfy that you can move in.
Okay.
And this woman comes out. She looks like, a white lady who loves yoga, our age.
Terrifying.
And she's like, there's probably 15 people total. And she's like, for the next 3 hours, we're going to be moving energy and you're not going to be doing a single thing. Like, there's nothing you need to do on your part. I'm going to be doing all the work. I'm going to be transmitting for you. And the guy sitting in the front, I think it was her boyfriend or something. She's like, can we go ahead and do like an example so they can see? And this bitch starts to do the miming instrument thing, the spell. And this guy is twitching. And I shit you not, Zachary, as soon as she started doing it, I got chills up my legs and up my arms. Like my hair stood on its end. And not because I was like freaked out. It felt like something came by and was like, whoo. And I was like, oh, fuck yes. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if this is a fucking placebo experience.
Yeah, group hysteria.
Bitch, bring me the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking it. So they do that and they're like, okay, if anyone needs to go potty or take a break before we do this, like we're going to begin. They give you an eye mask, which I think is crucial because you're doing the weirdest shit with your body. So you're not embarrassed for other people to see you.
That's fascinating for me to hear because I thought maybe they were being affected by seeing the movement of the hands, but they aren't. And
she goes around and everyone starts laying down and she puts on this crazy music, that's very like boom, boom, boom. It was a journey of music.
Okay.
And you have no idea when she's near you or doing anything to you. But Zachary, I started fucking flopping like a fish out of water. I was rolling around. I felt like I was having twitching in my shoulder. My knees were going crazy. And at one point I felt, because Daddy Sir was sitting next to me or laying next to me. And I felt us doing the same thing at the same time, like with our arm movements. And I couldn't see it, but I was like visualizing it, that it was happening. And then afterwards, when we talked, he told me the movement, what he was doing. And she was like, yeah, I was transmitting both of you at the same time. And you guys have a very powerful connection. And she didn't know we were together. And I was like, what? And it goes on for like an hour and a half, I think. And then there's like a 30-minute intro and a 30-minute like decompression afterwards. But like for an hour and a half, I was transpired into space. It was like meditative.
Did you see stuff?
Oh, colors, spots, memories. I visualized a wolf dancing like on its back in snow. And it was like, ow, and like playing in the snow. And I was howling. And I saw this other wolf coming up to it and like checking in on it and like going out on it. And as soon as we were done, I also then went through like the wellness store that it's in the back of. Yeah. And I found this wolf sticker of like a wolf out in the mountain in Molly. The snow. I felt like I was tripping. And it was so wild. And I was like, I would do this once a month just to clear energy. And it was wacky as fuck. I could tell some people like didn't get it at all. Like their friends had brought them there and they like probably just laid there like a dead fish or took a nap for an hour and a half. But I had the time of my life.
Okay. So
hit me.
To play, I hate the term devil's advocate,
but
is part of it, like you said, being open to it.
Yes.
Which is true of anything.
Anything.
But like seeing the boyfriend
do it beforehand. So I thought about that and I was like, had I not watched the YouTube video would that have even happened? Probably not.
But also it's good though.
Permission. It was permission
to be weird.
To be fucking weird and just let energy move and flow through me.
Okay, so what I will say that I absolutely believe in something happening here is that moment before you kiss someone or that moment where you think the person's going to kiss you like in a teasy way and like they get close but they pull back. Like that's like an energy I feel
in your body.
My body. Like it like gives you a tingle. So
that's
it's like there is energy between two objects, but it's probably like you said, the permission to like let that energy wiggle.
And like, hello, we are energy. We are literally stardust. We just talked about this. Like we are energy. Things do get stuck in our body. Trauma turns to pain in the body. It turns into chronic pain. It turns into chronic illness. Like so many things are stuck energy. And it sounds so cuckoo and woo-woo-y, but I swear to God, there is science behind stuck energy in your body.
For sure.
But this was just like so weird in like the valley. And I was so about it and was like, I want to bring you, first of all. It would be so fun.
Hey, doing nothing for 3 hours. I do that all the time.
And we were starving afterwards. We felt like we had worked out and we went and ate a bunch of vegan food, like healthy vegan food afterwards. And it was so good.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I cried at one point because I was laughing so hard and then it like turned into crying.
How does this line up with your like your
breathwork stuff? Breathwork is very hard for me every time.
Fully the 20 minutes we did at your birthday hallucinated.
Yeah. You would... At the breathworks that we go to that are like the 3-4 hour long like sessions that do the sound bath and stuff.
That's long to do anything.
Yeah, but the same way that CAP felt, breathwork feels the same to me, that it flies by.
Okay.
The hardest part is like the first 12 minutes where you're just like, oh my God, and then your body just becomes a machine doing it on its own. And you can travel in space and time and like... You know what's crazy is I haven't really talked a lot about breathwork on this podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've done a breathwork episode, which we should do a whole breathwork episode.
It would have fit into this episode.
Yeah, but I feel like I need more expertise. Like I need to talk to my buddy about it, the one who like leads it. But you did it at my birthday party and you did not like it.
No, I liked it.
You did.
But I literally, Kelsey, again, masks. At one point, I swore someone was doing like ribbon dancers above my head. And I was like, I totally I blacked out.
Yeah.
Because I remember like it ending, but I don't remember how long I was just like lying there.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like I felt like I saw like kooky swirls.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
So selfish promotion, and I'll make us do this after we finish recording. Jared, my ex-boyfriend, Caps Lab, has 2 or 3 breathwork tracks on SoundCloud that are only 20 minutes long. Well, I think he has an hour-long one, but he has mostly 20-minute ones that do it to music, and it's guided breathwork.
Does he guide it?
Yes, because he's got that sexy voice. When I tell you, it gets me every time. If I'm having a bad pain day or my period or stressful work stuff, I do his like 15-20 minute breath work and I'm a new fucking person.
Wow. Okay, have I told you I've been playing while I sleep an 8-hour affirmation YouTube?
Let's talk about this. This is your wacky wellness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that
is.
So, but I think I want to make them. That's what I'm saying. So, I listened to this. Oh man, I should have looked it up before. I'll look it up. But it's this gay guy, and it's an 8-hour affirmation to change your subconscious while you sleep. Because your subconscious is most susceptible to new information when you're like going to sleep and when you're waking up. Yeah. That's when it's like good. So when you're waking up, you should be like, oh, I'm like, why am I so cool? Why am I so handsome? Why am I so talented? Why? Oh, that's the other thing. You should ask yourself questions because then you give yourself answers. Why am I so successful? Well, because I work hard. Why am I so attractive? Well, you like look, you shower and you like make yourself presentable and you like, why do so many people like me? Oh, because you're nice and you like do nice things for them.
I literally just went ooh and ah. I've never had that happen so organically. I went ooh, ah.
It's wild because we love to answer questions.
We like to solve things.
But yeah, so I listened to this 8-hour track and it's literally like him going, I make friends easily because I read others' energy and I adapt to make people comfortable. This. I'm so rich because I respect the money that comes to me and I spread the money I receive around. And it's all I statements, but it's literally 8 hours of it.
While you're sleeping, you play it. And does it help you fall asleep? Because I love a good rain sleep sound.
For sure.
Yeah.
I will say I've woken up in the middle of the night a couple times and been like, who's there?
Who's that sexy man giving me affirmations?
But it is disorienting. You're like, wait, did I hear? Because there's lulls between them.
Oh, and
so
it scares you.
And he's like, and I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, I did this to myself.
Yeah.
You need one guy that's like, this is not a break-in.
Yeah.
You are asleep and I'm reading you mantras.
This
Don't
is brought
worry.
to you by Ring Surveillance. Yeah, but I love it.
And didn't you bring us 5 of
so I did a lot of
wildest wacky wellness things
first
that
of all,
have been happening and trending lately.
So the pandemic made a huge rift in because you know how people got mega rich during the pandemic or they got really poor. They said there's a gap in wealth, WELLTH, because people are spending so much money on getting better. And things, there's a hotel in New York.
Okay.
The Amen. Hold on, wait, let me find it. The Amen Hotel, AMAN, starts with a $200K membership fee. Rooms are between $4,200 and $5,500 a night.
What?
And then they have spa houses, which are like spas within the spa. And for 2 people and 1 day, it's $8,500.
And are they sucking your dick off your pelvic bone?
This is the thing. Because people have so much money to spend, they are like throwing it at these experiences. Also, Gucci has an aura ring.
Oh, so I had an aura ring.
$900 for a Gucci aura ring.
And I lost my aura ring at yoga one day. And they don't have it there. They said they don't have it. And I was like, that was the last place I had it. I think I sweated it off.
Does it not have a location chip on it?
No.
That's insane.
And I was thinking about getting another one because I loved it so much. And I was thinking about getting the Gucci one. But it's kind of uggo.
But it's also like, listen to yourself.
Yeah, you're right. I'm ridiculous.
It's like, sure, if you have the money, but like, we're trying to buy a house.
You're right.
So and if you walk around with a Gucci aura ring,
it's a little ridiculous price. The regular aura ring is $300, but it gives you so much. Like you do feel like it pays itself off.
But then I support you getting that.
Okay, but not the $900 more. One. I agree.
How do you buy me and Sir a regular one?
Okay,
it'll make you feel better.
We'll buy us a house.
Okay. Do you remember oil pulling?
Yes. What happened to oil pulling?
Dude, I really honestly, I saw that you said the craziest whatever, but I kind of went just to like the weird, like just like things. But oil pulling's supposed to kill bacteria. It's supposed to help with breath. It's supposed to prevent cavities.
So you take a big old spoonful of coconut oil.
Yeah, and you swish it.
But like for 30 minutes
every day.
I could never with my jaw problems.
Oh no, you'd die.
I tried and I was like, ha 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 he.
But they also don't tell you is like hot, like spit is gathering too. So you're just like with a mouthful of oily.
But man, coconut oil tastes good. I used to eat spoonfuls of it.
Really?
Isn't that gross?
I went through a personal lubricating with
oil. Are you coming coconut oil? You've had so much.
No, but it was like a jar in my nightstand basically, and I'd use it for like sexual experiences.
Oh yeah, that
coconut
is
good.
Yeah, it's a hot.
It stains your sheets though.
It does. It gets little oil stains.
Hay bathing.
Who?
Hay bathing.
No. What is hay bathing?
Rolling around in hay.
Where are they doing this? Beside old McMickey's farm.
So this is the thing. Hay bathing started with farmers because after a long day, they would like a roll in the hay.
No, I think that's what pigs do.
Okay, pigs are the smartest creatures on earth. Or one of them. Don't Google that.
Farmer, literally a roll around then in the hay is about hay bathing.
Well, farmers used to take naps in the hay. And this, okay, so I agree with you. They say it's a cure-all, that it adjusts. It's like almost like a memory foam.
But also maybe like acupuncture because it pokes you. And then it also like sloths all your dead skin off.
So there's another one that we're going to get to in a second where I think it could tie in. But flaneuring.
Bless you.
Flaneur? FLANEURING.
What the fuck is this?
It's wandering with intention. What?
It just sounds like you have dementia. Like wandering with an intention. Like, I know I'm supposed to be somewhere. I know I recognize this street. I've been here before.
No, it's like it's an intentional like discovery walk.
Okay, so mindful walks.
Yes.
Like take your AirPods out.
Yes, like
put your phone away.
Like, because when you're going someplace, you have that in mind and you're not seeing anything around
else.
you. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. So take a walk, roll in the hay, literally.
Yes. Biohacking.
Oh yeah, I'm big into biohacking.
I don't quite understand. It's like using the tools we know of
to
like getting sleep,
and it's like neuroplasticity.
Yeah,
alpha brain, like neurotropic
fasting, where you're like, I'm going to control the functions of my body.
That's huge. That's a huge market, and it's a lot of money. And you have to do your research. If you've never heard of the Huberman podcast, he's a neuroscientist who is at Stanford, and he does maybe one of the best podcasts, I think, about wellness and the brain and like science, but he justifies the woo-woo shit. And I'm listening to one currently that's all about headaches, and it's so fascinating. It's like how to cure any type of headache, and it goes through the science of it. So I highly recommend, if you're into this kind of wellness stuff, biohacking, check out the Huberman podcast.
Is he as funny as us?
Not at all.
Okay.
So don't recommend him. Yeah.
Earthing or grounding. This is literally like bare feet in the grass.
Oh, okay.
Which is hay, I think. I think this is part of the hay thing.
I can't get over the hay thing.
You know what? But I can picture you fucking doing it in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm getting in some hay.
You're getting some hay.
Where do I get it?
Exactly. So maybe it is like a coveted resource.
Maybe instead of like breaking into a farm to go cow tipping, we go haying. And this guy's like, "What's going on?" We're like, "Sorry, we're on Molly. We don't
know." Sound baths.
We love sound baths.
Meditative bath and sound.
What?
Meditative. And this is because music has had like healing origins since like
the beginning of sound.
Yes. Like Greece, ancient Greece.
You know, cavemen were tapping on the glass. They were waving through the window. Oh God.
Also like Aboriginal didgeridoos.
I can play a didge. It's very hard to play.
And then otonomaki.
What?
It's Japanese,
I believe.
And it's basically like, you know how you roll babies up like burritos?
Yeah.
You put people in like
too claustrophobic.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work well at that, but it's like replicating being in the womb.
So do like a float tank.
Sure. But this is maybe on a budget. Like get a friend to roll you in a sheet.
I was at the dog park the other day and it was fucking freezing, and a girl came by with blankets from the dog park and she was like, "Do you want me to wrap you up?" And I was like, "This is what I pay for."
I was going to say I don't want to be tucked in.
Oh, really?
Where people jam the sheets.
Oh, see, I build a fort around myself to be like held at night.
Okay, so then why don't you like otonomaki?
Because I don't want to be trapped.
Well, I don't think they put a lock on it.
Do you know?
No, actually, the one I saw was literally like someone was in the middle of a sheet in the fetal position, and they gathered the corners and tied them up like a stork was about to drop off a fully grown human being. And I was like, okay, but it's like it can like decrease your stress. It can help with like stiffness and like it kind of makes sense, but like
I would do that if it's also like a sweating experience, you know, like a sweat sauna. I love those.
I think if we do get a house, we should get one of those like pop-up saunas.
Yes, that's in the backyard.
I love a sauna.
Bitch, I'm so in.
Sweat.
They're only $2,000 on Amazon. That's a lot of money, but for a sauna, that's crazy.
Totally.
Like to have a sauna at your house.
Ooh.
We could make this happen.
I could make it a fucking gay.
No, we're not
space.
Making a gay space. Our space wouldn't be inherently gay.
Yes.
But we can't make a wee spa or a century spa in our backyard.
Ooh.
We charge our friends to come and jerk each other off.
Not friends, strangers.
Ooh, even hotter.
You take money from them easy.
Okay. Listen, if you want to start a backyard, literally.
Backyard bathhouse. A backyard bathhouse. TM.
We're doing it. Come by. We'll tell you our address. Oh my God. When we get a house together, we're going to create a wacky wellness backyard. Like we have to have a backyard for Hippo.
It'll be impossible to not feel mentally well
of us living together.
Our space.
We are really good at
We are.
We are really good. I was about to say gaslighting each other. Of gassing each other up, but maybe it is a form of gaslighting.
Could you imagine we have like gray gardens, but like health and wellness?
We will. I already have the jacuzzi. I've got the yoga stuff. I've got my crystals, the sound bowls, and the hand drum.
Hippo is a therapy dog, whether he knows it or not.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Zachary,
that was it.
We've reached the end of our podcast. I'd love to do Rose and Thorn. We haven't visited that in a couple episodes.
Okay.
What is your thorn of the week? And then we'll hit our rose. And listeners, if you're thinking about what yours is, we'll give you a moment. Ponder it throughout your last week. What's been your thorn? And then what's your rose, baby?
Okay. Do you have yours ready?
My thorn, I can tell you.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
Was this weather. It's making me feel sick. I've had a never-ending sinus infection. Y'all know. And it makes me feel cold and sad. I don't like it.
Oh my God. Okay. So I will say my thorn is oh my God, that I'm gathering my tax stuff.
Ooh, ouchies.
Like, I've actually never had a bad experience with taxes. I like almost always get money back. And like, I still cannot convince my dumb lizard brain that like, it's going to be okay. I do believe it, but it's just like also seeing all the work I did that didn't get taxes taken out.
That hurts.
Is scary. Because you're like, I spent a lot of that money. But that is, and I will say my rose is this weather.
Ooh, okay. My rose is this mouth tape that I found out about on TikTok.
Wait.
That's kinesi tape, like in the letter H, that keeps your mouth shut while you sleep.
Which helps you not pee at night.
Excuse me?
I was misinformed.
Taping your mouth helps you not pee the bed?
Okay, someone tweeted, maybe it was a joke that I didn't understand. If you tape your mouth shut, you won't have to pee in the middle of the night.
You got to go talk to someone about that.
Maybe they were trying to kidnap me.
Yeah, this
Just
helps you.
Tape your mouth
it makes
shut,
you
bind your arms behind your back.
Wrap yourself in a blanket. It's a Japanese thing.
Okay, an H on your mouth.
An H on your mouth. It makes you breathe through your nose all night. And I freaked out because I was like, I wake up every single morning with a stuffed nose. And I was like, I'm going to die in my sleep tonight trying this. Bitch, when I tell you it was the first night I didn't have a stuffed nose.
What?
And as soon as I took the tape off in the morning and like laid in bed for another 3 minutes checking my phone, my nose stuffed up. So I think the reason why my nose stuffs up every night is because I sleep with my fucking mouth open. And having this tape made me just use my nose, and I slept like a fucking baby.
Wait, but then it undoes itself. Just like I used to say tookin, like instead of taken.
Oh, you said tookin?
I used to say tookin.
Should have tookin that left down there yonder.
Fucking no one in Missouri told me it wasn't a word.
It's okay. I grew up in Florida. I get it.
That is that. But as soon as you took it off, in 3 minutes your nose was stuffed again. So that means you breathe through your mouth instinctively.
Yes, I think I'm a mouth breather.
Same. Some people notice bad smells before I do because I'm breathing in my mouth.
I can smell anything. I literally talked about this on a podcast yesterday. I can smell when someone's getting sick before they even know they're sick.
Ew.
Yeah.
You're like one of those dogs who sniffs out cancer.
Correct. I should patent
how
this.
Do we
TM.
monetize?
I don't know. We come visit, and I'll tell you if you have an STD. Yeah. Zachary, where can people find you? What do you want to promote this week?
Oh, you can find me anywhere at ZachNoeTowers.com. Oh my gosh, I am headlining Mic Drop Comedy in San Diego.
Oh my God, SDSD.
Yes, on April 23rd. And then I'm headlining San Jose Improv on May 3rd.
Zach headlining is very good. I've seen his show before.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
It's going to be fun and great. So please come to that.
Yes.
Also, I want to shout out any Tower Bottoms who have migrated over this way. So we have Tower Bottoms and we have Confidants, which I think is very cute. I want to maintain that Tower Bottoms exist.
Yes, and we should have like bottom confidants.
Yes.
We should make merch. Hey guys, do you want that sticker? Oh, and I checked out the sticker is waterproof.
Oh, great.
It's waterproof and like leak proof and smear proof and all that stuff.
Love it.
So we still haven't launched those yet, but maybe we'll do it this week. Hannah, let's get on that. I want to promote Swapskis. We are going to start crowdfunding the rest of the build of the app. If you don't know what Swapskis is, I started a company over the pandemic. You've definitely heard me talk about it. It is a home decor swapping app. So we save the earth a little bit and save your wallet. It doesn't cost to swap. You don't pay for items. You just pay to swap. And we are going to start crowdfunding for Earth Day so we can finish it. So go check out Swapskis on Instagram and sign up at swapskis.co and donate a couple bucks.
I love that. Or $100,000.
If you have $100,000, please go donate.
Money is not real, so just give it.
Put that on a fucking shirt. That's it, Confidants. Don't forget to rate this 5 stars on iTunes. Please help it get seen. If it's not 5 stars, please don't rate it at all because we are sensitive. Don't forget about the merch we're going to post about in the link below. And we will see you next week. Bye, guys.